Welcome back to the Morning Brew, where we start our day inspired. The other day, I was scrolling on threads and I came across this post that caught my eye. And it said, "You're not behind, you're being built. Every setback sharpened you, every rejection refined you, every fear pointed you forward. Trust the compass." And I thought, this is a great one to bring to a Morning Brew episode. So let's start breaking it down into pieces. And let's start with the first statement, very bold. You're not behind, you're being built. And I know that might not be how it feels. Sometimes it feels like everyone else is moving faster, hitting milestones, figuring things out, becoming something, and you're still in process. You're stretching, you're still questioning, you're still rebuilding parts of yourself no one else can see. But what if this season isn't a delay? What if it's development? The idea of being behind only exists when you compare your timeline with someone else's. And we do that all the time. I include myself on that. Career timelines, relationship timelines, financial timelines, healing timelines. But growth doesn't happen in straight lines, it happens in layers. And most of the work, it's invisible. No one sees the discipline it took not to quit, the boundary that you finally held, the fear that you face quietly, the habit you're trying to unlearn. They just see outcomes, but outcomes are built in private. The other piece of this post said, "Every setback sharpened you." And I want you to think about something that didn't go the way you planned, a rejection, missed opportunity, a version of your life that never materialized. At the time, it probably felt like proof that you were not ready. But I want you to look closer. What did it teach you? Maybe it sharpened your standards. Maybe it forced you to develop resilience. Maybe it redirected you towards something more aligned. Or maybe it built emotional muscle that you didn't have before. See, growth rarely feels glamorous. It feels like discomfort, like confusion, like not knowing what's next. But sharpening isn't supposed to feel soft. The next part of this post said, "Every rejection refines you." And see, I was thinking about this, and I think rejection has a way of stripping us down to our insecurities. It makes us question our value, our direction, our capability. But rejection also clarifies. It shows you what's truly meant for you, what you were settling for, what needs strengthening, and where you need to grow. Sometimes rejection isn't about saying no, it's saying not this. And that refinement matters because the version of you who can handle the next level is being shaped right now. The other thing this post talked about was fear and says every fear pointed you forward. And see, I think fear is interesting. We treat it like a stop sign, but most of the time, fear is a compass. It points directly at growth. If something scares you, like speaking up or starting something new or setting a boundary, it usually means there's expansion on the other side. Not safety, expansion. Fear doesn't mean that you're incapable, it means that you're stretching. And stretching is how you're built. And then this post closes out saying, "Trust the compass." And here's what I want you to hear clearly. Not because it hasn't happened yet, doesn't mean it's not forming. You're not stuck. You're not late. You're not missing something everyone else's understands. You're being shaped in ways don't always look impressive from the outside. But inside, you're stronger. You have more clarity. You're more self aware. You're more discerning. In my books, that is not falling behind. That's construction. And construction is messy, it's loud, it's uncertain, it takes time, but it creates a stability. So instead of asking, why am I not further along? Try asking, what is this season building in me? Is it patience or courage or discipline or maybe self trust or boundaries or resilience? Because the result you want will require a version of you who can sustain it. And maybe that's who's you're becoming. You're not behind. You are in progress. Every setback sharpened you, every rejection refined you, every fear pointed you forward. Trust the compass. Even when it feels slow or unclear, even when no one else understands the pace, you're being built. So finish your coffee and take one step today, not to catch up, but to keep becoming. I'll see you next time.